Hello everyone and welcome to my October TBR. Let's get into it because I do have another video to film today. I'm going to be a very busy afternoon. And yeah, let's get to it. The first book on my TBR is of course American Gods by Neil Gaiman. I'm about 50% of the way through, so I should be able to finish listening to the audiobook very quickly. I go back to uni next week, so I'll be able to listen to it on the train, on the bus and stuff like that. So, yes. American Gods. I'm gonna finish it. I am. The next book is Talon by Julie Kagawa, and this book was on my TBR last month. Thank you for noticing. Obviously I didn't read it, otherwise it wouldn't be on my TBR for this month. So I'm gonna read this, and if I do enjoy it, I'm just gonna go ahead because I bought Rogue and I'm just gonna read that as well. Next up is Soulmates by Holly Bourne. I read Am I Normal Yet by Holly Bourne last month and I absolutely loved it, and so I thought I would buy more of her books so I can read more of her writing, and I decided to start with Soulmates. This book, I don't know entirely what it's about, but it says, what if meeting your soulmate is earth-shattering? Literally. That just sounds awesome. So this is on my TBR for this month, and I'm gonna read it. It's gonna happen. So the next book I'm gonna show you, I'm probably gonna read first. I should have it finished by Monday, and that is Made You Up by Francesca Cassapia. I talked about this book in my book haul. I gushed about it because the cover is so pretty, and it sounds like an amazing book. This book is about whatever her name is. She has schizophrenia, and she has to decide if this person that she likes is made up or if he's real. So that sounds really exciting, and I am very much looking forward to reading this, and like I said, I'll probably be starting it this afternoon after I finish filming. Yay! Alrighty, next up we have Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I haven't read it yet. I've started. I found a bookmark in here just then, and it's on page 101, so I'm up to chapter 5. I'm probably going to start again because I can't remember what happened. So yeah, so I'm gonna read this finally. The third and final book in the series came out last week, or this week. It came out at some point in September, towards the end. So I figure it's time I really should read this, and so I'm going to this month. It's October. If I celebrated Halloween, I'd be into creepy stuff in October. So yeah, I picked this. Woo! Before I get into my reading challenge books, there are 2 more books on my TBR for this month that haven't made it to the video because I don't have them. They're pre-orders. One of them's from Amazon and one I actually haven't technically ordered yet. But that's not the point. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, The Sword of Summer, Magnus Chase and the Gods of Asgard, Book 1 by Rick Riordan. I am so totally pumped for this book. This is a spin-off of Percy Jackson, which focuses on, I think it's Annabeth's cousin, and the Gods of Asgard. So he is an Asgardian demigod. It's gonna be so good. The second pre-order is Carry On by Rainbow Rowell, and this book is, I'm pretty sure, the fanfiction that Kath was writing in Fangirl. Now, if you watched my TBR video last month, you will know that I'm trying to read 1 graphic novel and 1 non-fiction every month because I feel like I need to read more of those genres. Which is right, I do, but I also noticed, now sorry for the mess, but I have a whole shelf of classics there, and I've read about 5 of them. 5 out of that whole shelf. I'm also adding 1 classic every month onto my reading challenge, so without further ado, here are my reading challenge books. The classic that I picked for this month is Murders in the Rue Morgue and Other Tales by Edgar Allan Poe. I picked this one mainly because it's a series of short fictions by Edgar Allan Poe, so it's going to be quick to read. I don't have to have too much investment in it. I know that sounds lazy, but I do have uni this month, so I want to pick something that I don't have to like invest too much time in. This one I can just read a short one here and there, and it's not going to be too much bother if I forget what happened. As long as I've read it, that's the point. My non-fiction pick for this month, I have picked Hippo Eats Dwarf and Other Urban Myths by Alex Boyes. I think that's how you say it. This is a collection of urban myths, fakes and hoaxes from around the world. And I don't know whether he's seeing if they're real, seeing if they're fake, or if he's doing both. But this, again, like Murders in the Rue Morgue, I can just read a couple here and there. It's not going to be too much of an issue. I also have two of his other books, Electrified Sheep and Elephants on Acid, which are about science experiments, and I'm really looking forward to reading those as well. This book I've had on my shelf for ages, so I just need to get it done, and I was like, you know, why not? And finally, my graphic novel pick of the month, which is Nimona by Noelle Stevenson, and this is about a supervillain sidekick who is able to shapeshift, and it sounds amazing. You don't see many books about the villains, and the art really colourful. It looks like a comic strip, so it's easy to read, and you know what, I'm really looking forward to reading this. So that is my TBR for the month of October. I am really looking forward to this reading month. I have quite a few really good looking books on my pile. If you've read any of them, let me know what you think about them in the comments down below, because I'm really going into this only having read American Gods and a little bit of Miss Peregrine's. Know what you thought of the books down below, or if you're looking forward to reading any of them as well. If you have any questions for me, leave them in the box, and also don't forget to subscribe and look at my Goodreads, because everything I read goes on there. And I will see you next time with another video. Bye!